This is our Divine Light Healing Circle on the 24th of May in 2022. Today we are going to a heiau, meaning an old Hawaiian temple in Kauai. And Kauai is one of the oldest islands of the Hawaiian archipelago. And this particular temple is associated also with the Menehune city. Menehune are the little people who had been there before the Hawaiians came and settled the islands. And these Menehune have told to legend that there were white light beings when they came to occupy the island. Now, towards legend, allegedly, Kauai, the oldest island, was part of Mu, to the northwestern side of what is today Kauai. So we are going to this particular healing place, which is a very strong power spot on the island of Kauai. And Kauai has also strong acupuncture points on the island, which are similar to, for example, where I'm living here in Sedona. I would call them acupuncture points on Mother Earth, on this planet, where energy meridians come together. And one of these points where the meridians come together is this particular heiau. So as we are going now into the healing mode, we are bringing in the white, silver, sparkling light, the diamond light from the universal oneness to purify our minds and thoughts and energies of the day. The white, silver, sparkling light flows into every single cell of our brain, eyes, nose, mouth, throat, neck, shoulders, arms, hands, fingertips, along the spine and muscle structure, in the back, into the heart and chest opening goes wide, into the solar plexus to make it more radiant, into the whole digestive system, into the hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. All non-supportive beliefs and energies can be swept away into Mother Earth for recycling, while the glistening, white, silvery, sparkling, purifying light helps Mother Earth to transmute and transform these distorted energies within her body, her Earth's energy field, and also our own body. And then we let it overflow from our heart into our aura, our electromagnetic field, filling it up with sparkling white silver light to purify it and cleanse and clean, but also multiply the energy field through the sparkling crystalline substance of this liquid light. Further, we bring in the gold of our soul frequency, our higher self, our higher power of the identity of who we are, coming from the universal oneness through the gateway of the golden sun over our head. One ray of this golden sun floats into every single cell of our brain, eyes, nose, mouth, throat, neck, shoulders, arms, hands, and out of our fingertips, along the spine and muscle structure in the back, into the heart and chest opening both wide, into the solar plexus to make it more radiant, into the whole digestive system, into the hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, and through the feet into the ground like roots. All old non-supportive beliefs or energies can be swept away into Mother Earth again for recycling, where just the glistening golden light of soul prevails, and let it overflow from our hearts in our auric field, and there building a golden ring of fire, a golden light bubble around us to keep us safe and secure at all times, knowing that this golden ring of fire will keep low vibration out and keep our personal energy of light and love in. And then further, we bring in the healing frequencies of the currently very powerful and potent opalescent orange sparkling light from the universal oneness too, and let it flow through us and above us and surrounding us as well, going also like a shower into Mother Earth for healing any kind of ethereal gap. Any kind of shock experience can be healed with this orangey sparkling light vibration, like Mexican opal or Ethiopian orange opal. That liquid light flows in us and surrounding us. And today another frequency is meant to come forward. It is a kind of strong magenta. It's a pinkish magenta. And it's here to support specifically people who have severe illnesses. It is mixed with a lot of love and light, but also the transformatory energy of the purple in it. It's a fuchsia energy, purple mixed with pink, but it has a metallic shimmer in it as well. As we bring this particular fuchsia frequency shimmering and sparkling it in its metallic frequency level from the universal oneness through the top of our heads into every single cell of our brain, eyes, nose, mouth, throat, neck, shoulders, arms, hands, and out of our fingertips, along the spine and muscle structure in the back, into the heart and chest opening both wide, into the solar plexus to make it more radiant, into the whole digestive system, into the hips, legs, knees, calves, feet, into the ground like roots. It will transmute and transform any tendency which could make us sick, any tendency which could make us diseased, and transmutes and transforms any kind of disease, viral or otherwise, in our body, and giving us additional energy to be on full alert, full awake, and focused. This magenta energy, this fuchsia energy will spread through our system, our energy field, wherever it needs to be, energizing parts of us in the physical field, in the emotional field, in the mental field, and in the ether field. And radiant light beams will flow through our energy field into our surrounding, energizing our surrounding field or room field as well. As we are now calling in all the light beings and guiding ones who want to be of service in this upcoming healing for this planet and on this planet. And I would like you now to ground yourself, however you ground yourself, feet firmly on the ground so that your body can stay strong. While our energy body connects with the light beings and guiding ones who want to guide us on our journey, as we are gently lifted out of our body into the awareness of our pure energy body. Light like a feather, we are now flowing upwards out of the physical form and into a stream, like an airstream, like a feather floating high up into the skies and high up along the golden thread of our soul, further higher up, always guided by the loving beings who stand by our side, or better said, flowing by our side, floating to the right and floating to the left, holding our hands and uplifting us out of our body easily and naturally. And as we so uplifted, we are naturally going high up into the skies and floating in the ether around the planet Earth, in our etheric body. There's no real boundaries to be felt as we are so light, but still very focused and still very aware, very alert. And as we are guided, we are flowing over the oceans towards the islands of Hawaii. And as we are flowing towards the islands of Hawaii, we're giving the intention to go to one of the oldest islands, Kauai. As our guides know already the coordinates in time and space, to land in the best time and the best space on Kauai in the designated healing heiau on the western part of Kauai, in the middle of the jungle, on the foot of a mountain range. The guiding ones know already which place to go to. As we are gently drifting down into the overgrown fields of the Menehune city, the city of the little people. Maybe you arrive at the time when the city is very active and you see the little ones, the Menehune. Maybe you arrive at a time when the Menehune city was just being started to build up. Maybe you arrive at a time when the city is already overgrown. But no matter at one time you arrive, you will get a sense and a feel of this place in time and space. The pulsating power as you're landing there in the middle of the jungle, in the middle of these volcanic rocks, which outline the heiau and outline the old city buildings. As we are naturally turning our focus to the right, where there is a stone circle with stones similar to Stonehenge, only without capstones. But there are stones in the center too, which can function like a sundial or a star dial, where you can perceive where you are in time and space. As the energy flows through this place strongly, the cosmic energy flows through this space and you almost feel timeless, floating in a stream of cosmic awareness. So it is important to ground yourself into the circle and take a seat against the rocks. Light beings will help you to ground your energy field there in the circle space, in the circle of healing, stargazing, and time awareness. As the direction of the stones give a direction of flow in the cosmos of time and space. And as we are settling down with our back against the stone, focusing in the center, we again feel a rush of energy coming in. We feel it in our legs, we feel it in our back, we feel it in our heads, we feel it in our hands. As we are still holding hands with these light beings. Sense this place in time and space. Sense the cosmic stream, high vibrational energy flow. Get a sense of all the beings around, maybe also birds, elemental beings, all of them wanting to assist what is about to happen soon. And as we're settling in, these white humanoid figures, huge, tall, white light figurines, float into our center of the circle to assist this healing. And as they appear, huge, tall, and energetic white light beings, they're stepping from the center of the circle and stand next to us, sometimes even behind us, and putting their energy hands on our shoulders to assist us with the healing. We might feel a tremendous energy rush as if their divine purifying light of their light work flows through us. Whether they're touching your hands, touching your shoulders, or even touching your head, information flows as the energy moves and goes through you. Your energetic field is expanding tremendously as the touch of the white ones. You might ask whether they are the ones who lived at the times of Mu, or whether they are the ones who are connected to Aldebaran, or whether they are other ones who want to work with you on the upcoming healing for humans in desperate need on this planet. I ask you now to ask them who they are to you, so that you get your personalized answer from them, and that you can work more and often with these light beings for healing or information transmission purposes. Take your time for a moment to go into a conversation. Trust the process. As the information is flowing through you, you might see sacred geometry shapes moving, unfolding, imploding, expanding in the pulsating stream of the cosmic radiant flow. You might also receive light codes again, like on previous missions. This time, you might get a particular gift, almost like a thumbprint, which marks you to have access to important information for the purpose of healing for this planet and healing on this planet. These ethereal beings of white light will mark you so that they can easily track you to work further with you on individual projects. When they mark your energy field, you might feel a super boost of expanded energy flowing through you. Don't be scared by this extended and intensive energy flow. Your energy field might be full to the bursting. And as now the circle starts to pulsate in a clockwise manner, and another ring starts to pulsate in a counterclockwise manner, a suction is created. And in this suction of counterclockwise and clockwise movement, the souls of our list, cancer patient, MS patients, Huntington disease patients, polarity problem patients, people with problems with pregnancies, diseased kids, and even people with difficult viruses, which are so hard to get rid of, or other current diseasement, can be sucked into the center of the circle, where they're right in the most strong cosmic energy field. The circle will be filled to the bursting with depleted human beings, people who need healing from disease or desperation, people who need healing in desperate circumstance, as this tremendously bright light of the cosmic oneness beam flows through the center and their energy bodies, clarifying and correcting their energy imprints from dis-ease to ease and grace to best possible energy form, to best possible matrix of body, to best possible constellation of body of health. And in this flow of cosmic energy stream, like last time, little golden, consciously aware, sparkling light beings, tiny, tiny, tiny ones, go to work with God's intention, with the intention of Source to perform in the highest order for the beings and humans in the center and their energy fields. And as the healing starts first on the energy field, it will trickle down within 3 days on a physical form. But it might take 3 days from today to have the complete healing progression in the physical form. But as not all beings who need healing fit into the circle, in this stone circle of the cosmic flow. We are now focusing our intent on the light stream, on the energy stream, like a cosmic river, where our intent of healing, love, and intention and purpose of the highest order flows with the light stream and with the sparkling light beings, the, again, like nanite looking beings, here in the form of golden sparks, with conscious and awareness, flowing with the stream into the energy of Mother Earth, into the ground from Hawaii through the energy channels of Mother Earth into anybody and everybody who is desperate, through the feet up into their bodies. People who need healing from exhaustion, people who need healing from chemo, people who need healing from any kind of lesions, people who need healing from any kind of inflammation, anybody and everybody who is karmically allowed to go to the next level of healing will be infused with this love and light coming up through the feet into their body, and at the same time working its way from their energy fields, from their ether bodies, also into their mental, emotional, and physical, so that it's a two-pronged approach from the spirit to the physical and from the physical into the spiritual layers of existence. The energy flow is so strong that it's hard to hold, but it is still expanding tremendously as more energy flows from source into the circle, into Mother Earth, but also into the beings who need healing. Every single particle which needs rearranging can be rearranged. Thought creates form in the highest order. Who wants true healing can receive true healing and receiving transformation, cleansing and clearing, reorganization at this moment in time. We can see these glittering beings and the flow, the cosmic flow coming from the ethers through the circle into Mother Earth and getting dispersed through their ley lines, the energy lines, into any and every place on this planet. Whether it's the people in Ukraine or any other battlefront, people who are tortured or people who feel hopeless can receive a spark of healing, a spark of hope, and a sense of love in their inner core, keeping them moving forward in time and space, and possibly shifting their reality to a better one, to a higher one, to a more wholesome one. I would like you now to allow a light beam coming from the mainstream into your own body too, into all light workers who are now here in this circle, in the stone circle, in the Heiau. Knowing that we are on sacred ground, purifying our body, our spirit body, mental body, emotional body, and physical body. Cleansing and clearing anything which does not belong to our true self, our soul self, and our incarnation on the highest path in this time and space. All manipulations, all projections which are not conducive to our well-being can be burned off, transformed, transmuted, and eliminated. And each time when we feel tired exhausted, demoralized, we can come back to this pulsating circle in time and space when we're doing this healing to get another boost. This moment is timeless. This moment is imprinted in the space of the circle from here on out. You can tag this moment in your memory bank for future reference when you need healing. Right now, focus on your heart. You might even put your hands over your heart. As we're going now into the sacred chamber of our heart space and letting our heart space expand into our room where we are physically sitting, but also into the energy room in the stone circle in this heiau. Our hearts link out of pure love for this planet and this existence, and the humanoids and the animals and the plant life on this planet. With our heart space, we create a sacred temple in this place in time and space. And the radiance, the brilliance of this heart is shining bright in all directions. You might send light beams out into the jungle and into the adjacent place of the Minihuni city, but also into space to all those beings who are friendly to you and with you in time and space, who you have a soul connection to, that you feel yourself in the grid, in the matrix of love and light, never ever alone, always connected to a higher order of existence. I would like you now to feel your connectedness to all these beings, whether it's elementals of the jungle forest, water element, earth element, air element, whatever it might be. And the ancient ones who lived at this place before us, with wisdom and their heart in the right place, wanting to be of service to the higher order always. Being also connected to your soul families, wherever they might be in time and space of different planets, or already in oneness, in the oneness of source, where everything started and everything will end. See yourself as this radiant, shimmering light being with many different rays of light connecting to many different places and time and space. Still energized by these white light beings who want to be of service and assistance of higher purpose. And as we are in the sacred space, which belonged to the land of Mu at one time, I invite you now to journey into the time and space when the land of Mu existed and was a surface island, country, place and see what you see and hear what you hear and feel what you feel in the land called Mu. Check on how the people looked, how they were dressed, if they were dressed. See houses or lodging or temples or whatever you perceive. Anything in three-dimensional form, fourth-dimensional, fifth-dimensional, sixth-dimensional form, anything you might receive as information from the land called Mu. You might experience unique life forms in ethereal form, knowing that they are not necessarily from this planet Earth, but had here a way station. Again, see what you see, feel what you feel, hear what you hear, and sense what you sense. There in time and space. Absorb into your energy body any wisdom which might be suitable to your life in this century, in your current life. Wisdom about healing and how we can improve our place here in time and space. Whatever you perceive is important and an important gift for you for the upcoming time. Give yourself permission to receive fully, to be who you are fully, to understand what you are to the best and highest and fullest extent possible to comprehend. Note that this absorbing of information will continue for the next 3 days. And as we are in this power, in this bliss, I would like us all to focus on the next generation of children on our planet Earth. To a prayer around their bodies and souls, so that they may be safe, may be full of light, may be full of strength, that they are full of remembrance they can bring to this planet Earth with them to keep this planet beautiful and a place of learning and a place of many, many life forms peacefully coexisting, being part of the shift into harmonious coexistence on many different levels in many different ways. And as these light beings coming down now are oftentimes attacked or chose to have hardship to endure, to dive into their conflicting and difficult humanoid condition, we are giving them extra love and understanding and healing as much as we are allowed to give to each individual baby, child in utero or already delivered. All light being babies are tagged to be loved and send light with one thought to many. So that kids who suffer will not forget who they really are, that spark of awareness, of light and love will never be doused out by the difficult circumstances being endured. Love and light shining bright in our bodies and on that side, wherever these children are, in utero or already born. Strengthening their soul connection and their uplink for long-term awareness that this is an experience. However, reality is light. Reality is love. Everything else is just an artificial focusing on limited spot. With our thoughts, we send out sparkling light to anybody and everybody who needs it, to uplift their hearts and minds. Like fairy dust blowing around the planet. And also in and through the stream of cosmic healing energy coming from the universal oneness and flowing through the center of the circle of stones, right in the middle, and into Mother Earth. All this healing energy, which we hold space for, as we come back with our hearts and minds into the circle and thanking the white light beings who were part of our guiding teams in this expansion process of time and space, anchoring us to the purpose of the circle, strengthening us to the purpose of the circle. As it is hard to leave this place of beauty and connectedness, I invite you now to take 3 hearty breaths to reconnect with your physical form. Feeling your arms and feeling your feet. Feeling your body almost in 2 spaces at once, one in the circle and one on your chair or bed or wherever you're sitting or laying on. But slowly withdrawing your energy from the circle, thanking anybody and everybody, and sending the ones in the healing to their respective places in time and space. Reintegrating them also into their respective bodies, but with way more light, feeling more lighthearted, more hopeful, and more corrected from dis-ease to ease, according to what is allowed karmically in their healing path of learning. Slowly, the light forms of the ones of our healing list flow back into their physical forms. But the cosmic stream will always continue into the center of the circle. So you can always come back and be part of this cosmic light stream. It's almost like a shower of starlight, bringing forward healing and insight into your awareness. We thank all light beings and guiding ones who are of service on this healing journey. We're coming full back into our body, into our physical form, sensing our body, sensing our tremendous expanded heart chakra, but also sensing our solar plexus, which connects us to our friends and family in this reality of 3D. And our second chakra, first chakra, and all chakras are popping open in their best and balanced way. Feet chakra, big, keeping us rooted and strong, connected to Mother Earth. With every single breath, you balance yourself and reintegrating yourself into your physical form, while your energy field stays expanded. Downloads are still happening. As they will for the next 3 days. the conviction that all is good as is and as can be, we can carry forward into our upcoming time and week. Every single day, when we believe that life is hard, or we are tired, or it's overwhelming, we can reconnect with this moment in time and space, fully awake, fully alert, fully energized, and fully in our light. Enjoy your time on this Mother Earth.